Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Kaylee and today's class is a 20-minute feel-good flow, short and sweet, a full body stretch, perfect for any level of practitioner, beginner to advanced. It can be a low energy day practice, a recovery day practice, or just when you feel like you want to get moving but don't want to exert a lot of energy. We don't need any equipment for class, but a block or a strap could be helpful for you. And let's get started in a child's pose. Turning towards the top of the mat, taking the knees wide, big toes together. Reach the fingers out in front of you. Close the eyes and let the forehead rest. Taking a few moments to soften, deepen the breath, and arrive on the four corners of your mat. Closing the eyes down as a way to shut out the external world and tune into your internal space. What's going on in the mind, the breath, the physical body in this moment. Noticing as you take more intentional breaths that you are drawn deeper into the present, into the here and now, and everything else sort of falls to the background. Can you make your intention to use your breath as a tool to stay present for the next 20 minutes or so? Let's take a clearing breath together. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh, let it go. Stretch the fingers even further forward. And then start to walk them over to the left, taking your right hand on top, finding a side body stretch. Press your right hip back towards your right heel. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale to move back through center and exhale over to the other side, left hand on top. Press your left hip back towards your left heel as you breathe into your left side. Inhale to walk it back through center. Slide the palms together to touch and then bend at the elbows, hands behind the back of the head. Inch your elbows forward to feel the stretch in the triceps. And release the hands to the mat. Inhale to look forward, and then on your exhale, just start to slide to a puppy pose. So the knees can stay wide, hips come over the knees, and drop your belly towards the mat, stretching through the chest, the front side of the body. If you need to slide the knees closer together, that is an option. Melting the chin or the forehead, maybe even the chest down to the mat. And then start to inhale to come all the way forward onto the belly for Sphinx. Legs go long behind you. Press the tops of the feet into the mat and then isometrically draw the elbows back towards the ribs, lifting up through the heart. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then lift the crown of the head even higher to the sky. Breathing in and breathing out. One more deep breath in here. On your breath out, start to tuck the toes under and lift to your forearm plank. Charge up through the legs, pull the belly button towards the spine, and then push into the elbows to protract through the shoulders. So opposite movement from what we were just doing, sliding the shoulders away from each other now. Breathing in and breathing out. Next, inhale, start to walk the feet in towards the elbows, finding your dolphin shape. Coming as close as your body will allow. Stacking your shoulders over elbows. Head remains neutral, just gazing towards the mat. Continue to press into the elbows. Breathing in. On the breath out, start to drop the knees to the mat, coming to a forearm tabletop. Maybe sliding back onto the mat if you need to. We'll take our cat-cows from here. So on your inhale, start to drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the gaze. On your exhale, tuck around, push into the hands, chin towards chest. So smaller range of motion than we have on our hands. But I love taking these because you feel the stretch in different places. And maybe this new shape allows you to feel something that you haven't felt before. One more round. Coming to a neutral table, and then press up onto the hands. Tuck the toes under and send the hips high to the sky, down dog. Bend into one knee and then the other. You can shake the head, yes and no. On your inhale, start to lift the heels, gaze to the top of the mat. On your exhale, take as many steps as you need to get there. Landing in a ragdoll, bend into the knees, feet hips width, maybe wider, and fold over the legs. You can hold opposite elbows or a different arm variation if that's calling your name. Taking a moment to let gravity do the work, lengthening through the spine. And release the hands to the mat, heel toe, feet together, big toes touch. One vertebra at a time. Come all the way up to stand on your next inhale. Reaching the fingers up at the top, gaze follows the fingertips. And then hands travel to the heart center, close the eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. On your exhale, take your left hand onto your right wrist and then find a big side body stretch over to the left, stretching through your right side. Inhale to move through center and exhale to switch. Right hand, left wrist, big side bend. Inhale, move back through center. Exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the heart. Inhale, reach the fingers back up. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana, drop the head. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your high plank. Charge up through the legs, push into the hands, pull the belly button towards the spine. Inhale, shift forward onto the toes. Exhale, lower chaturanga, option to lower to the belly. Inhale, upward facing dog, option for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Inhale to lift the heels, gaze to the top of the mat. Exhale, step. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Inhale, chair, bend into the knees. Sweep the fingers up to the sky. Exhale to sink low. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to sweep your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. On your exhale, pull the knee to the nose, hold. Step the right foot forward in between the hands, roll the back heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Reach the fingers up to the sky. Square the hips, left hip forward, right hip back. Option to step the right foot out, giving yourself more space. Breathing in, lift the arms to the sky. Breathing out. One more inhale. On the exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep that openness in the chest and then drop the hands to interlace behind you. Inhale, puff the heart forward, maybe find a back bend. On your exhale, humble warrior. Drop the right shoulder to the right thigh as you reach the arms overhead. Feeling the stretch in the shoulders, the chest. Deep bend in the right knee. Keeping your warrior one legs. Big breath in. Big breath out. On your inhale, come back through your warrior one, keeping the bind. On your exhale, take the hands to the left hip as you open to your warrior two stance. So hips open to the left. Maybe you step the right foot forward a little bit. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, just dip your left ear towards your left shoulder. Feeling a stretch in the right side of the neck. Breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale and exhale. On your inhale, release your left arm up towards the sky. On your exhale, keep the right arm where it is. Find a side angle shape. So using the core, if you need to release the right arm to have a little bit more stability in this shape, that is an option, but challenge yourself. Can you keep the right arm bound behind the back? Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more inhale. On the exhale, we're going to cartwheel the left hand down, right arm high, low twist, pop the left heel. Right knee is still deeply bent. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. One more inhale. On your exhale, horizons lunge. Dip the hips. Reach the right arm towards the back of the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale and exhale. On your inhale, plant through the right foot. Reach the right arm to the sky. Exhale, right hand to the top of the mat. Pigeon, right shin comes across the top of the mat. Untuck the left toes. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale to fold over the right leg. Drop the head. Taking a few moments of pause. Breathing into your right hip. And then on your inhale, start to press yourself up into a seat. Roll over to your right hip to sweep your left leg forward. Right foot to left inner thigh, flex through the left toes. We'll find a little flow here. Left hand to left foot, right arm reaches by the ear, big side body stretch. And then lift back up, plant the right hand, Stargazer, push the hips forward, find a back bend, open up through the heart. Drop the hips, reach left hand to left foot, right arm up by the ear. Lift back up, press the hips forward, stretch the left arm by the ear. One more like that. And then lowering back down to the shape, cross the ankles, plant the hands, step back through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, left leg to sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull the knee to the nose, hold. Step the left foot forward in between the hands, roll the right heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Lifting up, reach the fingers to the sky. Draw left hip back, right hip forward. Spread the toes and press into the back edge of the right foot. Option to walk your left foot out a step or two to give yourself more space. Breathing in, breathing out. One more inhale. Exhale to cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift through the heart. Drop the hands behind, interlace the fingers. Inhale here, maybe find a back bend. Exhale, humble warrior. Folding over your left leg, dropping left shoulder down. Keeping a deep bend in the left knee. Deep breath in and deep breath out. On your inhale, come back through your warrior one, keeping the fingers interlaced. On your exhale, open warrior two. Take the hands to the right hip as you do. Deep bend in the left knee. Breathing in. On the breath out, drop right ear to right shoulder. Feeling this stretch in the left side of the neck. Feels so, so good. One more deep breath in. And deep breath out. Then release the right arm. Inhale. On the exhale, start to hinge forward, side angle with the bind. So big stretch for the right side body. A little bit of activation for the core here. Of course, if you need a little bit more support, left arm comes down to left thigh. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more inhale. Exhale, windmill down, right hand lands, left arm lifts, find your low twist. Pop the right heel, breathing in and breathing out, twist deeper. One more big breath in, breath out, dip the hips, reach towards the back of the mat, horizons, lunge. Breathing into the left hip, left glute. Take a big breath in. Stay for the breath out. Inhale to lift back through your low twist. On your exhale, plant the left hand, pigeon. Left shin across the top of the mat, drop the hips, untuck the right toes. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale to fold over the legs. Taking a moment here. Breathing into your left hip, finding a moment of relaxation. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale to press yourself back up and then slide your right foot forward. Flex through the right toes, left foot to right inner thigh. Start to reach your right arm towards your right foot. Left arm sweeps by the ear. And then lift up. Plant the left hand. Push the hips forward. Stargazer. Drop the head back. Lower down. Revolved Janu. And lift up. Push the hips forward. Let this feel really good. Find this flow in your body one more time. And then lower back down to the hips. Sweep both feet forward. Inhale, sweep the fingers up to the sky. Soft bend in the knees to start. And exhale, Paschimottanasana, fold over the legs. Inhale, find a little bit of up dog in the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Press the heart forward. And then exhale, maybe straighten the legs and fold with a long spine. Breathing into the posterior chain or the backside of the body. When you're ready, inhale to come all the way back up and make your way to a seat. Maybe sit up on a block, cross-legged or on the knees. Close the eyes once you get there. Let the palms face up on the knees, finding a moment of stillness to seal this practice. Allowing the breath to flow in its natural rhythm and the body to soften. Notice the thoughts, what's going on in the mind in this moment. And if they're taking you off of the mat, can you draw your presence back to the here and now just for a few more moments? And then gently float the hands to the heart center, palms to touch. You can bow the chin towards the chest slightly. Let the shoulders relax, spine long. And as always, calling in a feeling of gratitude to end the practice. Maybe it's a feeling of gratitude for showing up to your mat today. Maybe something else in your life comes up. And we'll seal class with a final breath. Take your biggest breath in. And exhale, sigh, let it go. Blink the eyes open as you are ready. Great work. I hope you loved this class. Of course, if you want a proper Shavasana lying on the mat, you could take it now. And thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you so much. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already because it really helps to support me. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.